So autism and headbanging. I still headbang to this day during my most extreme painful meltdowns. And by headbanging, I mean hitting my head, right? And sometimes I'll hit my chest during my meltdowns. And a lot of children, can't, with autism who headbang, can't really verbalize why they're doing it. They don't have the emotional awareness at that point to verbalize the whys. But the two reasons I do it is A, because during my most intense meltdowns, when I'm overstimulated, going through sensory overload, when I am shutting down like a computer and overwhelmed, I am in so much mental and emotional discomfort and agony, to be blunt, that I would rather feel any kind of physical pressure than the emotional and mental pain that is going on inside. So that's one reason, is because I'd rather feel this and hit my head than feel what's going on inside of my head. Now, let me be clear. I'm not headbanging intentionally. It is a natural instinct of mine. I will do it so quickly, and then the moment I do it, I feel really bad because sometimes I really hurt myself. And then that's a very, kind of talk about a guilt trip. Here I am having a meltdown due to no fault of my own. It's just how my brain is wired and the fact that I'm overcapacitated. And then I start hitting myself in the head unintentionally. I don't want to hurt myself. But again, my autistic brain wants to focus more on the physical pressure. So the second reason I do it is the physical pressure, right? It's the sensory input. We've all heard of weighted blankets, how individuals on the spectrum like that compressed feeling, that feeling of compression. Well, for me, it's compression on my head, right? And so that's actually soothing for me. So when I'm really having a bad meltdown, I am doing this to try to cope with it because I am not at the point right now where I can fully regulate my emotions. I mean, that's a very common symptom with autism. So unfortunately, this can happen to me in public. And since my autism is invisible and people see a grown man who looks normal, headbanging, and sometimes I'll hit my chest for that same sensory input, unfortunately, people kind of view me as threatening when in actuality, I'm the one in need of help, not a threat. So that's just a really quick explanation behind headbanging because again, a lot of kids do this with, more, on the profound, severe end of the spectrum. They will headbang and, the parents kind of wonder why at times, but that's just my lived experience and the reasons behind why I headbang. It's not to hurt myself. I don't do it intentionally. It is an emotional reaction, a natural instinct of mine to feel that pressure, distract from what's going on in my head because it feels like my brain's on fire, and also that sensory input of having pressure on my body.